So when a show is actually on, you, the artistic director, are where doing what?
Well, basically my responsibility is to make the show look the best it can, to make sure the artistic integrity remains within the show, and to take care of the artists. So I have a team of about 66 people. It includes stage managers, coaches, physiotherapists, wardrobe personnel, and a lot of the time, during the show itself, I'm actually in the audience watching the show.
Every night?
Not every night, but at least once a day.
We won't
Once
be checking.
a day. Yeah.
But of course you have to, because the tweaking of any great show is what it's really all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, that didn't quite work. How do you know if something doesn't quite work? Is it response from the audience? Is it a feeling?
It depends on what it is. Sometimes you're right. Sometimes, for instance, with our clowns, with timing and things like that, it is the audience response. It doesn't read the way we think it's going to read in rehearsal. But more often than not, my eye tends to go to what's wrong, not what's right.
Sure.
So that's part of my role, is to really critique and work the things that need to be worked. So I'm ever conscious of the fact that I also need to see the things that do work.
Right.
Because we do a lot of amazing things on our stage every day.
I know.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Have you ever been on a trapeze or swung from
I have been on a
one of those
trapeze.
ropes?
I've been on an aerial hoop, spinning very fast in a circle, which is an amazing sensation. You know, at times you're moving so fast you don't see. You're blind. They're spinning.
Right.
Yeah. It's the artists really. For me, I occasionally say I have the best job in the world, because I get to work with this incredibly talented team of artists, a very dedicated technical team, and some amazing support people. So I mean, life's incredible.
Sure, and occasionally you get to play.
Oh yeah,
A little bit.
I do get to play. I do get to tinker around with what's happening in there, you know.
What about when you pack up? How long does that take? So show's over, show's done. Being to Abbotsford, which is that Thursday this begins?
We're opening Thursday, that's right,
Thursday
this week.
Begins.
Through till Sunday.
Through Sunday.
Yeah.
At the Abbotsford Entertainment and Sports Centre.
Correct.
So on the 6th, on the 5th, who packs it up?
It goes very fast. During the show, basically as we're finished with something, it's packed and it's loaded. So 30 minutes after the show, the entire artistic team is clear of the stadium, of the arena, which is very fast. Like 30 minutes after the show finishes, you sometimes see the audience still as you're leaving.
We're out of Dodge.
We're gone. We're on
So
to the
long.
next city, more or less.
Happy trails.
And then our lovely technical team stay and take the set down. They do the loadout in about 2 or 3 hours, depending on the venue.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what about safety? Is that your job, somebody else's job?
That's
Making
one of those.
sure everything's screwed in tightly.
It's always safety first. I think that we've done an amazing job over the years of maintaining the artist's safety through being very rigorous and very focused on that. For me, safety is the first thing, and the art then can work on top of that. So yes, it is my responsibility when it comes to the artist's safety to make sure that everything's okay. Now, I have a huge team of people around me that are all in that direction. So.
And injuries, typical injuries when you're a Chinese acrobat would be neck, arm, leg.
Depends where you land,
body.
I guess. But no, the guys are very, very well rehearsed in what they're doing. I mean, we have 23 Chinese Performing Arts Academy artists under the age of 25. So their energy, their enthusiasm, and they've spent most of their lives to get to that point. You know, so
and a nutritionist on board, I'm sure.
We have, yes, we have access to nutritionists. We have 2 physiotherapists on tour with us, because of course you're working with very physical bodies, and like any sort of high-level sporting academy, you need to make sure you take care of those bodies.
And costumes, of course. Wardrobe.
Yeah, our wardrobe staff are very, very highly skilled in what they do also.
Can you still get the thrill of it all? Having seen so many performances, can you get lost?
I do.
In a moment, in a Cirque performance?
I do.
You do?
I really do.
Still?
And like I said before, I'm extremely critical, but I allow myself at least once a week to go and watch the show. And go and watch the show as if I was an audience member, as if I was, you know, someone beside me. And I have the amazing ability to sit within the audience and see what's going on around me, and look at the little kids responding, and watch what the grandparents are doing, and it's an amazing
all
thing.
of the above. And this is a family show.
Absolutely, and we've tried it. I invited someone's grandfather once. He loved the show, and one of my colleagues has a 2-year-old, and he was gobsmacked by what was happening on stage.
I totally get it. I always am too. What the human body can do, that too.
Yeah, these bodies are incredible, and people come away and say, how do they do that? And I'm like, well, years and years and years of work and discipline and joy, of course.
And then we say, don't try it.
Exactly. Yeah, don't try at home, kids. You know?
Whatever you do, don't try that. How nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Welcome.
It's a pleasure.
To British Columbia.
Thank you very much.
Performing Drally and Abbotsford Entertainment and Sports Centre, and that'll be Thursday through Sunday. Thank you.
That's right. And then after that, we're in Victoria in a couple
you
of
are?
weeks. So
so you get to go to Victoria.
We're in the neighborhood for a while.
On the ferry, so you're in the hood. How great. And then do you know what's next?
Then after that, we're in Edmonton, Penticton,
okay, so
across
Canada.
Across Canada,
Canada tour. Do you know what your next show is?
My
Any
next
idea?
show? No.
Have you still got a gig?
I'm fine here for now.
Okay, good.
I like to stay here.
It's nice. It's nice to hear that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Sean McKeown, Artistic Director for Drally.